Hello, my name is Raissa Schnitzius, and I am the UU Eau Claire Board Secretary. Since the board's last Fireside chat was recorded, the congregation held our annual harvest auction in early November. I hope you all had a chance to either attend the auction itself or sign up for one of the auction events. I have to admit that leading up to the harvest auction event, I wasn't really sure how excited I would be to spend yet another few hours of my life on a Zoom call. I'm sure many of us are spending more time than we ever imagined on Zoom calls, and they can certainly be tiring. But I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised how fun the harvest auction was. I was watching it by myself on my computer at home, but I really felt connected to you all. All of the harvest auction organizers did such a great job planning and executing the event, so thank you to everyone who was involved. It was also a really nice touch to have sweet treats delivered to my house that day. I looked forward to those sweets all week, although I was sad to have missed when Angie Zabrowski dropped them off on my porch so I could say thank you in person from a safe distance. During the UU Council of Leaders meeting earlier this month, Nate Otto emphasized the importance of organizations being creative in their outreach and connections during this difficult time. I think it's also important for us as individuals to be creative and proactive in maintaining connections with others, especially during these long winter pandemic months. I have to say that I knew long before this global pandemic started that I'm somewhat of a recluse. But maybe you're not like me. Maybe you crave human interaction. Well, one of the things I learned during the harvest auction is that even Zoom calls can be fun. I've also heard of people dropping off small gifts or notes at people's houses unexpectedly, which can be a pleasant and safe way to let someone know you're thinking of them. Or there's always the good old-fashioned telephone. So if there's someone you think could use a hello within the congregation or not, please reach out to them during these next few holiday weeks. Another item under discussion during the last Council of Leaders, as well as recent board meetings, has been our annual budget planning process for fiscal year 2021-22. If you are part of a group or committee that typically requests funds as part of the annual budget, please ensure that those requests are submitted to the Finance Committee by January 4th. Lastly, I wanted to talk a bit about my time on the board. I've been board secretary for 3.5 years now, and I'm coming to the final stretch of my second 2-year term. As you can imagine, being board secretary is extremely glamorous. I record the minutes during all board meetings, Council of Leaders meetings, and the annual meeting each year. I also keep and organize printed copies of documents for each of those meetings. I'm sure you'll remember that I won both of my elections in a landslide, but I won't be running again in 2021 because of term limits, even though some people are saying that I was probably maybe the best board secretary they've ever seen. So if you'd like a taste of the power and glamour that comes with being board secretary, consider tossing your name in the hat next time. Just know that I'm thinking of running again in 2024.